So guys, I've been back and forwards making this video constantly over and over and over again, and I am basically here to tell you that I have not been uploading to this channel as much as I like to, because I've been uploading to this channel more so recently, and it's because I'm going through a lot of litigation and legal things that I can speak about possibly in the future. I'm currently pushing out a lot more sim driving content than day-to-day life work, and this is because I've got a lot going on in my day-to-day life at the moment, but I am focusing on getting back on track and getting back to pushing out constant content, helping you guys see what I do every day, pushing you guys to do motivational things. I spoke previously in previous videos about starting a motivational channel, sorry guys, a motivational brand. And in this motivational brand, I've spoke about making positive clothing and pushing a motivational image within this positive clothing brand. And hopefully, if I can do this in the future, I want to donate some of that money to Africa, because I've been watching a lot of content to do with Africa recently, and a lot goes on in that continent that's really eye-opening to the small, what, 60 odd million people in the UK, and from where I'm from in the West. It's a real big eye-opener to what goes on in this small area, to what goes on that giant continent of Earth, where the mine for diamonds, where a lot's going on at the minute. There's a lot of extortion, a lot of things like that, and it's very, very, very concerning to see from a country like the UK, in which we would consider this country and going through the works, I would call it at the minute. It's not I'd say it's seen better days, but then a lot of people would say we're currently in the best time we've ever had in our generation. I'm not too sure. I'm not an analyst, or at least that deep of an analyst. But basically, we're in a bit of a pickle as a country ourselves with everything that's going on. But when you look at a country like Africa, you really get the feel for how grateful we are as a nation, and how much how beneficial we are compared to those people. I don't know. I'll put it into perspective for you. So a lot of you people probably know who Trax NYC is. And I was watching a video about what he was doing over in Africa. I've been watching a lot of videos about Africa and the Green Wall space and all things like that. But I was watching this Trax NYC video because that was just in the suggested. And while watching the video, he paid 25,000 leone, I think, for a coconut with the water inside, coconut water. So and he went back to the hotel and he translated the money into into dollars from Leone, and it was 13 cents, 13 US cents that he charged him on the side of the road. He didn't care what he paid him at the time, 20,000 Leone. He thought he got ripped off, so he went back and transferred the money into cents, and he realized it was 13 cents, and it blew his mind that people are out in Leone working every day for literally cents, while he in New York sells hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of, well, dollars worth of jewelry, and just stacks all the money up and puts it into his business, and he's constantly reassessing how much money he's got and things like that, and these guys are literally out there working for cents. And it blew his mind. It really opened his eyes to a different perspective on life, and it's a very valuable lesson for people to learn, especially if they're quite ungrateful at the time, to see how much different people have it all over the world. And you could say, oh yeah, it's because they live in Africa, but what can that person do to get away from Africa? Like, earn more cents, book a plane ticket with more cents, go, build a boat with more cents, and sail away like Christopher Columbus back in the day. Yeah, it's absolutely preposterous. So you realize how grateful we've got it, and how easy we have it in the West, how quickly we can travel, and then also in the Far East, how quickly they've got it. Like China, for example, parts of China are very, very developed, and then parts of China are very underdeveloped. But we look at the Middle East, yet again the same problem. Central Europe's got the same problem. So it's like, in the West, we're very fortunate, and we don't realise how fortunate we are until we look at other places around the world. And that brings me on to the next point, which is in the future, when all this litigation is over, would love to travel the world for a short while. I want to buy like a super bike or a sports bike, or even an enduro bike, and just put a backpack on my back and just go. Just head out as far as the world can take me, as much as the price of petrol is, and I will just go and go and go. I want to get away from the UK and the West, because you just become accustomed to being a, like, I hate to say the word, but spoiled brat comes to mind, is what many people are in this place. I hate to be one. I don't want to be one. So I want to get out of this country while I can, while I'm young, when everything is over with the litigation, of course. And I want to give back through the positive media that I can generate in the next, let's say, 1 year, because that's how long this litigation could be, at least. So let's say I generate a good following, a good positive media. We can bring our message over to Africa, spread our message over to Africa, Central Europe, Eastern Europe. Like, I would just want to get away from the West, because we've got it very, very, very good. We don't realise how good we've got it. And I want to spread that message on how much of a beautiful world it is, and how much help we can do to other places in the world. We have got it very grateful, and we should be very happy with the lives that we live, in the systems that we live in. Where in these areas there is no system, there is nothing in place, the people just have to survive. And some people, like I said, are out every day earning cents. Literal cent, like 13 cents for a coconut. I beg someone in the Western countries, from like France, Spain, Germany, the Netherlands onwards up to America, I beg someone, stand on the street corners and prove to me you can make a living selling coconuts on the streets for 20p each. It's just, it's preposterous. No one makes a living off 20p a coconut selling them in the UK, especially not on the street corner like this guy was doing. So you've got to really respect the hustle out there, man. There's a lot going on, and we take a lot for granted that we've got in this country. So yeah. But now, guys, I'm basically just making this video to tell you that I am still here. I'm still pushing forwards to do the best that I can. I'm still trying to make this content on my channel every day, trying to do the best that I can. And I am also trying to push this positive mindset media, trying to keep you guys focused, trying to stay focused myself on the scruffy chair. Don't mind the chair. And we're out here grinding every day, pushing to be the best people we are, and trying to make a positive impact on the world. Remember, I can't remember how the quote goes. I say remember and then can't remember. But make sure you try and remind yourselves that there's a lot of evil in this world, so we have to do good to counteract it. And that means that could mean a lot of things, but take that into your own interpretation. Make sure you're doing good for yourself. Make sure you're doing good for the people around you. Make sure you're creating a positive environment and staying focused. That's the main important part. You got to stay focused. You've got to have a daily goal every day. Staying focused is all a part of keeping a positive mindset. Mainly in the first place, you've got to stay positive. If you don't stay positive, you're just going to create a negative environment, and that's just going to put everything into a negative spiral. So I used to watch Roman Atwood a lot, and he used to say, smile more, baby, smile more. So yeah, keep smiling, people. Make sure you keep smiling. Just fake a smile if you have to it sometimes. Keep a positive mindset. Keep working. Keep striving to be the best people that you can. I'm going to start this Positive Mindset Media Company. I'm uploading more to this channel now. I also want to start a business in the future, so I'm going to bring you guys along on that journey too. So you're going to see a lot more content about how I want to start a business in the future. But no, I'm basically just here to say I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I've been smashing out the YouTubes. I've been mainly smashing out the Sim Drivers YouTube. If you want to get over to that channel, I'll leave a link in the description. I would love every little bit of support you could send that way. And likewise, if anyone is here from the Sim channel, please smash the subscribe button and get involved in this movement, a positive mindset movement. Make sure you guys are focusing on doing well for yourselves. There's nothing better in the world than success. So apart from that, guys, I am still here. I'm still pushing to be the best person I am. I've said this a million times now, but you've got to dwell on it to do well. You've got to dwell to do well. So you guys take care and peace.